I wanted to talk about staying true to your brand. Now, your brand isn't necessarily a commercial thing. It doesn't have to be, oh, I have a public presence. Your brand is just, it's who you are. And to many people, maybe a brand is something that is commercial, that is identifiable. Maybe you have a presence online and people get accustomed to your brand. Now, it's upsetting to just deviate from your brand because people expect your brand to be a certain way. A brand is also something that is used on ranches to identify your animals. You know, you heat up the brand and you brand the animal. It's to identify. And so it breaks the purpose of the brand to just suddenly change that. If a rancher said, oh, I'm going to change my brand and now, you know, we'll change the brand, it'll be a different image, we'll brand the animals differently. Well, everyone already knows what your brand is supposed to be, so it's going to be very confusing, and it'll just basically all have negative effects if you suddenly change the brand. So, say for example, for me, people generally understand that I'm laid back, very chill. I enjoy video games, but that's not the only thing I enjoy. I do all sorts of stuff. I really enjoy the outdoors, archery, and talking about other topics other than video games, but obviously I really enjoy video games as well. So my brand is to be pretty chill, laid back. I don't accept advertisers or ad offers. To me, that ruins the vibe. I want to do the YouTube channel here so we can all just hang out. I really just want to have fun and have a laugh with all of you. Hang out in the comment section. We can discuss different stuff. A lot of the times it's going to be video games, and some of the times it'll be other things that I think is just cool. And that's my brand. Just a chill, relaxing vibe. I don't want advertisers because it ruins the vibe that we've got here. That goes against my brand to just start accepting, and then that leads to over monetization, because if you are accepting ad offers, that means that you need to get as many people watching your videos as possible so you can get more ad sponsors. And when you are in that position, it means that you will do literally anything to get as many people watching as possible, which makes you a slave to the algorithm. You let the algorithm control you and push you, and you end up becoming a cog in the machine. You do exactly what the algorithm wants so that you can make more revenue with advertisers. So I don't care about advertisers. And if I talk about a product, if I say something about a product, it's going to be that I actually care about it. And that's all it is. I don't accept ad sponsorships. So the other day, well, the past couple weeks I've been spending a lot of time with my father figure. We're hanging out and talking, and he's saying, oh man, I'm doing this, and then, you know, this bad thing happens, I'm doing this, and that bad thing happens, and I keep saying, you know, you keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And he laughs, and he goes, yeah, I do that, yeah. And I said, well, at least you're staying true to your brand. And he had a laugh. He said, my brand, huh? And I said, yeah, your brand, you kind of just keep making the same dumb mistakes over and over again. We both had a laugh about it, you know. And it's so true. You have to stay true to your brand, even if it's a, you know, whatever it is. Obviously there's a form of self-improvement, but your brand is how people know you and identify you. And it's important to not deviate too much from that. Otherwise people will say, what the hell is going on? I don't really understand why this person has suddenly changed so much. Why? He was never like that. Yeah, what? Ice pop, yeah. And so, I think it's important to, and it can be upsetting. Sometimes it can be used, you know, to just get people's attention, and sometimes it can be used, you know, maybe you want to upset people, maybe you want to just get people's attention. But it is important to consider that your brand doesn't just belong to you. Your brand also belongs to the people who support you, who support your product, who care about you, who like you, and it's good to not deviate too from that, or it can be upsetting. I'm gonna wash that down with some ice pop. Stay hydrated, you.